Welcome back, everybody. Forced bulbs can be a great way to bring springtime indoors during the winter, and they also make unique holiday gifts. Our garden expert, Derek Thomas with Thomas Landscapes, joins us this morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Happy post-Thanksgiving and all that good stuff.
And happy kickoff to the holiday season,
happy
too,
holidays.
right? Yeah.
And we're talking gifts, and what else are we talking?
Well, we're talking about forced bulbs, and the great thing about forced bulbs is that forced bulbs is actually when you're tricking the bulb into blooming at a time when it normally wouldn't.
Okay.
And so there are kits that have come out, like amaryllis kits. For instance, this is an amaryllis, and I thought it was a neat idea. This one has actually started to grow before it was even potted up, and you can just add a bow to that. And, you know, think about one of those holiday parties that you have to. You could give this as a hostess gift.
Like that.
Now, also, they do have kits where you can get everything comes complete. It has soil, it has the bulb, it has the vessel, and it's all done for you. Now, paper whites. Paper whites are a type of narcissus, and the wonderful thing about paper whites is that they will actually bloom out without any cold forcing and in water. So what I wanted to show was you could create, if you wanted to be a little bit more crafty, you could create a wonderful gift for someone on your holiday list by doing that. And then what I want us to do, Allison, is just add some of these. I got some of these really neat glass beads because I thought that would be great.
Pretty.
You can do it up like that. And then, you know, you can arrive with this like this. You don't have to put the water in until you get to the function that you're going to. And within 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have blooms.
Really?
Now, forcing bulbs, if you wanted to, say if bulbs right now are on discount, you can get tulips up to 70% off right now. What you want to do is you want to actually use sand, and the reason for the sand is because in the middle of January or February, when the ground is frozen, you want to make sure that you can get the bulb out and get it in the house.
Gotcha.
Take the tulips, and I want you to help me with this here.
Just putting them in there?
Yeah, we're going to just put them in there and try to put them all with the flat side facing the same way. The reason is the flat side of the tulip bulb has the big leaf, and that way when these flower out, they'll all have the big leaf in the same area. We're going to add the soil there.
That's an interesting tip, Derek. The placement of the bulb.
Well, tulips are the one bulb that's that way. The flat side, the big leaf, the belly has the smaller leaf.
Got it.
We're going to put this in there, and then we're going to put it to sleep. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some leaf. These are just leaves, and Mother Nature has given us a lot lately. We're going to cover this over because what that's going to do is to help maintain the moisture. Now, you want to give it about a 4 to 6 week cold period outdoors.
Now, can we cover this, Derek? Because
don't cover it. Because what you want to be able to, it has to get water. It has to be, it's just like as though the bulb was planted. After 4 to 6 weeks, so in the middle of January, when you need some color the most, you go out there. You plop this up, you clean everything off, and you will have beautiful tulips, daffodils, whatever the bulb may be, hyacinths, in the middle of February.
I think that's a beautiful thing. What other tips, because for once in our lifetime, we have a little bit of time.
Well,
what are some other tips when the colder month, it's really starting to get colder now?
It's starting to get colder now. The thing that you want to make sure is that any of your perennials that have finished flowering, you want to go ahead and cut all of herbaceous perennials. Means that the top leaves have now been killed by the frost. We had a killing frost overnight. Make sure that you clean all that up, get that cleaned up, and get a layer of mulch around those tender shoots. Because what that's going to make sure, even if you don't have mulch, you can do a leaf mold around the tender shoots of your perennials. That's going to ensure that there's no heaving in the middle of winter, because that can actually damage the roots of your tender perennials.
Wonderful. Derek Thomas, of course, with all the answers. You can find Derek now on Facebook, and also if you want to see this again and our past Garden Guru spots, myfoxdc.com. Thank you so much.